Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another Oakfield farm video, where last episode was a bit shorter, but we did get everything finished that we started. I will show you on the map here. We got field 34 ploughed and cultivated, field 5 ploughed and cultivated, field 42 ploughed and cultivated, and as far as soil composition goes, we need to do the headlands on field 5 and we need to spray field 34, but I'm not going to spray field 34 just now. I'm going to do that at a totally different time. What we need to do today is we need to start up the lovely little case and the fence. The fence being washed, it's worth pointing that out. Let's move the fence out the way for now, because we're going to be using the case on the plough today. Well, we're not going to be using it. We're going to get a hired worker to use it. I washed the plough a bit as well. It's not been in the farm for a little while. The case desperately needs a wash. But the only field left to plough is field 13, I believe it is. The big field. And we still haven't got any crop in the ground. We're on day 4 of spring, so we only have 2 days left. But my priority today is not actually getting crop in the ground. It's getting the ploughing finished is a big priority. But we can also... we'll be using the fence today for something. Let's go ahead and start unfolding the plough. As you can see, our fields are looking very nice and prepared. We need to line the plough up properly, like so. Now, as for how we're going to do this, yep, I've messed that up quite a bit. But at least now we know roughly where we need to start. So we will start for the hired worker, and then we'll get them going. So on they go. Different machine on the plough today, just because I kind of want to use the fend. So we'll sprint down here fast as we can. Luckily, before we were farmers, we were Olympic runners. So we need to jump in the fence. The MB is not going to be used today though. At least not straight away anyway. It's nice to get back in the fence. It's a lovely tractor. Loads of power. We need to hook up the grass weeder. We also need to turn around because we've come out the wrong way. We're heading down to field 15 today, where we're going to prepare the grass ready for cutting. Probably start cutting grass tomorrow, although we could actually get the first cut done today. But we're not going to do that. We are going to do that probably tomorrow. And we may get a hired worker planting something later as well. Well, there's a field entrance along here. There, it's there. This is actually a humongous field, so this will be done as a time lapse. I always push the wrong button there. this unfold. It's a pretty sizable weeder, to be fair. I have absolutely no idea where the edge of the field is. Difficult to see. I think I can just about see it there. But we will get this all done. Or at least as much of it as possible. And yeah, hopefully the case is capable of ploughing without too much trouble. We'll probably have to help out around the islands in the middle. These trees that are over here, they will in the end actually be removed. Because I have plans for that area over there. But we'll get to that at a later point. So given that this is going to take us quite a while, I think I will just crack on with the time lapse just now, and that way we can get on with other stuff after it. I'll see you all in just a second. Yes, that took absolutely forever to finish that, but we got it done. The case is still ploughing. I have had a quick check on it. It has missed bits, so that's to be expected. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and put the weeder back. We're actually going to wash the weeder because it's not going to be needed for a little while. We're going to put it back. And we're going to get some seed in the ground, I think. I think that would be a good thing to do. So our pressure washer is right here. Yeah, there it is. It was around here somewhere. Very, very loud pressure washer. So get the cedar all cleaned up, ready to go back in the shed and to be stored for a couple of months. Won't be needed again until we're in summer. Which isn't actually all that far away. Let's see if we can actually get this in the shed this time. Done it in one. So we'll leave that there. We'll go and get the cedar, which is right there. It's not the biggest cedar in the world. We will be upgrading our cedar at some point. But for now, we just need to get some kind of crop in the ground. But while we're on our way, we're going to plant field 12 today. It's worth pointing that out. We will have a look at how the case is getting on. Doesn't look like he's a million miles away from being finished, which is absolutely wonderful news. He's done a pretty decent job. The other thing I wanted to check is the price of field 14 here. This is quite a sizable field and it's currently grass. 71,000. We can't afford it at the moment, but that is a field that we will definitely be buying. And we'll probably buy it in summer, I expect. We do have some work to do, some construction work to do along this area as well. Again, don't need to do that just now. What we do need to do is find our way into field 12. Which is right here. And we will probably put this on a hired worker, and he'll be working, I expect, fairly late into the night. But what we'll do ourselves is we are going to plant, we're going to do the headland basically. And we're planting it with millet, of all things, which is an unusual crop to do, but it's not a crop I've ever done before, if I'm being honest, but I'm certainly keen to give it a shot, see how it turns out. Like I said, we will just be doing the headland probably twice, and then we'll get it on a hired worker. But I am really excited about getting some crop in the ground. You can see all the case is missed down there. We will go back and do that ourselves. Well, right now we just need to focus on getting a bit of seed in. I could time lapse this, but that wouldn't be much fun, so we're not going to time-lapse this. Now I do want as much of this field seeded as possible. Millet's worth a good little chunk of money actually. But it's also worth pointing out that tomorrow we have a couple of more unusual jobs to do, one of which will be going and picking up a animal trailer, an animal transporting trailer. We'll have to go and buy one of those. And I'd like to start getting some sheep in. I think that would be very, very useful to us. We currently don't have anything to feed them, so we may not actually buy them in the next episode, but we will have the trailer there ready to buy them. I was originally going to wait until summer to get them, but I don't think it would hurt to get a couple in the field. We will be buying them in stages anyway, we won't be buying a ridiculously large amount right off the bat. But I do know which animal trailer I'm going to get. We also need to, we have some big bags of seed down at the shop that I've never picked up. I've still got them sitting down there. So we may head down in the trans at some point and bring them up to the farm. But they are quite heavy and we may have to do it with the bale trailer. That's not the end of the world. We've got almost 6.5 working hours on this vent now, which is insane. We're still in spring and we've put that many hours on it. It does mean that we're not going to get a year out of this tractor without having to do maintenance on it. So we are going to have to start planning ahead for maintenance. But that's not the end of the world, to be honest. And we're more than halfway around the first headland here. And we're finally getting some seed in the ground. We do need to do a lot of seeding over the next couple of days. We need to have all the fields seeded before the start of summer. That's a very, very important thing to happen for us. And a couple of them are going to be millet. In fact, I think from here you can actually see a couple of our other fields. In fact, you can see them all from over here. The darker fields are ours. Apart from that triangular shaped one over there, that one's not ours. I'm pretty sure those ones over there are. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they are. I love that you can see all the way across the map from the top of the hill here. But we're going through seed like there is no tomorrow, and we're going to use a lot more than we already have. But I wasn't expecting to get field 13 ploughed in its entirety today, so I'm very happy that it is done. But field 15 took a very long time to weed. A very, very long time to weed indeed. But it's done now. That's the main thing. So we're gonna give this a second pass with the seeder, and then we'll get the Fendt hired away working that. As to whether or not it's going to be finished in this episode, I hope so, but I'm not 100% sure. It's not the biggest seeder in the world. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to come across here. I'm going to cut that corner out to aid the hired worker a bit. Make life a little bit easier for them. I don't think there's much that we have to do to this field. It does need another fertilization stage, but other than that I don't think there's really anything, any trees to plant or anything like that that needs done. I think it's pretty decent how it is. What we'll do is I will jump cut, and I'll join you again once I've tidied up the rest of this headland. We'll finish the headland and tidied it up a bit, and we have the hired worker going. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, we've done 2 headlands, smoothed off some corners, and this is actually a hired worker driving just now. They are going to miss a bit on the left here. We'll get that at the end, that's not a problem. We only have 41% of seed in the seeder, which may be a problem, but we will refill it if we need to. Hopefully they'll make it all the way to the end. I'm really hoping they make it right to the end there. Ah, so close. The possibility of hiring a worker and not having to tidy up after them is not something that I think we'll ever have. But that's not the end of the world. So let's go and see how the case is getting on. If we can find it, of course. Well, he's not finished just yet. He's not up here. Wonder where he is. There he is there. Yeah, he's still working. Still working away. That tractor's filthy. So looking at this, we're going to have quite a bit of headland to do down the bottom here. Although we got quite close here. All of this we'll have to finish. This is actually quite impressive. He done most of that. I always knew I was going to have this little corner to do. And another one up the top, I think. So that's not bad. That'll probably be done in the next episode. At the start of the next episode we'll get that finished. Although, why he missed that bit there, I don't know. But what we're going to do for now is we don't really have anything to do just now. Well, we do, but given that it's 7:30 in game time, I think that that's all we should do for today. We've had quite a productive day, and we'll have a look at the map here. We'll turn off need ploughing, and we've got 1 stage of fertilizer in field 13 and field 15, and we just only need to do the headland on field 5 and tidy up a bit around field 42. It was a hired worker that done that, and there's a bit of mist cultivating there as well, but that's not the end of the world. I don't mind that too much. Fertilised a bit into field 36 as well. That's a bit. That's not ideal. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it here for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you do like it. And leave me a message in the comments. Let me know how you think we're doing this time round, and anything you'd like to see. Like I said, that area over there where those trees are, we will be doing work down there. Probably at the start of summer, so it'll be a couple of episodes before we get down there. But I have big plans for that area. It requires us having pigs. Let's just say that. But if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. And below this video you'll see a list of links. In amongst them is a link to my Discord where you can head over there, come and say hello to me. I spend quite a bit of time on Discord, so it is a good place to get hold of me. But thank you all very kindly for coming along today. I've certainly enjoyed making this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.